listen up, things are boiling at Celtic right now. From players under fire to chaos in the stands, it's been absolute madness since that Dundee disaster. I've got 3 massive stories for you today, and trust me, the last one's the biggest bombshell of the lot. So stick with me right till the end. We have 6 news a day to keep you updated with the mighty Celtic. Hit that subscribe button and be part of it. Here we go again. Another Sunday, another storm for the Celtic to ride through, eh? You'd think after decades of drama we'd get a quiet weekend, but no chance, not when Brendan's boys are playing. That trip to Dens Park, a pure disaster. First defeat there since 1988. The pitch looked cursed, the mood was heavy, and that second goal, poor Carter Vickers, unlucky, doesn't even cover it. Felt like the football gods were having a laugh at our expense. Now, let's talk about what's really got folks scratching their heads. The performances. Young and Scales, bless them, looked like they were still on the bus halfway through the first half. Young touched the ball a grand total of 25 times, didn't he complete a single dribble, and looked about as threatening as a wet day on Sucky Hall Street. Brendan had no choice but to hook him at halftime, and to be honest, it should have come sooner. Even Chris Sutton was yelling, "Get him off," on live telly. Then there's Liam Scales, usually steady, reliable, the kind of lad you trust to clean up the mess. But not this time. Dundee's forwards were twisting him inside out like a pub towel on a Friday night. It was painful to watch, mate. You could see it in the lad's face. Confidence drained faster than a pint at Paradise after a derby win. But here's where it gets spicy. It's not just Young or Scales who should be worried. Oh no, Kelechi Iheanacho. Lad, what was that? He touched the ball fewer times than Schmeichel. You're the striker, for heaven's sake. 20 touches in 90 minutes. That's less than Balikwisha managed in half the time. Sure, he rattled the woodwork once and missed a sitter, but we can't keep saying he just needs time. This is Celtic. You didn't get months to find your rhythm. You find it or you're benched. Iheanacho looks like he's still shaking off the cobwebs from Spain. And he's shown flashes, a penalty here, a goal there. But in Dundee, he looked lost. The kind of invisible performance that makes you wonder if Brendan's better off giving young Johnny Kenny a proper run. The lad came on and at least looked hungry, eager to prove himself. You can't buy that energy, and right now, that's what the team's crying out for. With big nights ahead, Sturm Graz in Europe, Hearts breathing down our necks, Midtjylland, and then of course the mob across the city, we can't afford passengers. The engine needs tuned, and maybe, just maybe, Kelechi's better as an impact sub for now. So here's what I'm asking you, mate. Straight from the heart of Paradise, should Rodgers drop Iheanacho for the next match and give Kenny a real shot? Or do you still believe the Nigerian will find his spark when it matters most? Hit that subscribe button. Lads, let's giant. Loldy till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic daffs. Here we go again. Chaos at Dens Park. And this time, it wasn't just the football that had everyone raging. You'd think after that shambles of a performance, the drama would end when the whistle blew. But no, the storm's rolling off the pitch now too. So the protests against Michael Nicholson and the Celtic board carried on right into the match against Dundee. The same match that ended in that brutal 2-0 defeat. First time the D have beaten us since 1988. I swear there are folk in Paradise who weren't even born the last time that happened. But what's grabbing headlines even more than the scoreline is what happened before we even got going. In the early stages of the match, fans behind the goal started chucking footballs onto the park. Dozens of them. It stopped the game dead. The ref looked lost. The players were trying to help clear the pitch, and the crowd was split down the middle. You could see Kasper Schmeichel's face, nabbed, absolutely fuming. He's seen plenty of madness in his career, but that looked to push him over the edge. Kalmak and a few others were trying to calm things down, but you could tell they were bursting to just get on with it. Now, the thing is that the Celtic fans collective had met earlier in the week to talk about change. Fair enough. Everyone agrees something needs to give at the top. but even they were caught off guard by this protest. It wasn't their doing, and now it's divided the support. Some say back the team, sack the board. Fair play, keep the pressure where it belongs. Others reckon all this chaos mid-match is just hurting the lads on the pitch. And that's the real shame, isn't it? We're at a crossroads. There's real passion, real frustration, but nay direction. Everyone wants change, but no one's sure how to make it happen without tearing the club apart from the inside. We've got to stay united because the Blues across the city will be laughing themselves daft, watching us trip over our own feet. This is Celtic, passions in the blood, but it needs to be channeled right. We can't be letting protests drown out the roar from paradise. There's a time and a place for everything, and right now the team's desperate for backing, not more noise. So let me put it straight to you, the true heartbeat of this club. Do these protests actually help force change, or are they just hurting the players and giving the board an excuse to dig their heels in even more? What do you think, mate? Hit that subscribe button. Lads, let's giant loudy till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic daffs. Here we go again. The storm clouds hanging over paradise just got that wee bit darker. Brendan Rodgers, the man who's brought us trophies, titles, and memories we'll never forget, is now finding himself right in the middle of a hurricane of noise, and not the good kind you hear on a European night at Parkhead. After that 2-0 defeat to Dundee, Dundee, the knives are out again, and this time even the pundits are getting bold. Peter Martin's come out swinging, saying the easy way out for Rodgers is to be sacked. You heard that right. According to him, if the board give Rodgers the boot, the gaffer can walk away, control the story, and make himself look like the victim of a clueless hierarchy. And let's be honest, there's been more drama between Rodgers and the board this season than in a sucky-hole soap opera. Now, Martin doesn't reckon it'll actually happen. He says the Celtic board will just ride out the storm and let Rodgers' contract run down till the end of the season, which, if true, means we're in for a long, bumpy ride, my friend, because you can feel it. The tension in the air, the divide between the fans, the gaffer, and the suits upstairs. Thing is, it's not just about Rodgers anymore. The whole mood around Celtic's starting to feel heavy, like those grey Glasgow skies that just won't shift. The fans are fed up, the players look frustrated, and the board's still sitting in their ivory tower, pretending everything's fine, but it's not fine. When you're 5 points behind Hearts, you can't just shrug it off. And let's be real for a second. If Rodgers does walk or gets pushed, who in their right mind do we bring in next? Who's mad enough to take on the job with this board breathing down their neck and a fan base ready to erupt? It's starting to feel like we're stuck in a loop. Same old problems, same old excuses, and the same Blues across the city laughing from the sidelines. You know what? Maybe Martin's right. Maybe Rodgers getting sacked would be the easy way out. But that's not the Celtic way, is it? We don't walk away when things get tough. We dig in, fight harder, and prove everyone wrong. Rodgers has done it before, and maybe, just maybe, he can do it again. But time's running out. So tell me this, and be honest. If things keep going the way they are, would you rather see Rodgers fight through the storm, or would you take that so-called easy way out and show him the door? Hit that subscribe button, lads. Let's giant lordy till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic daffs.